In this video, let's see how Kriyo can automate the fee collection process. In a traditional setup, parents pay the first term fee and leave, but someone at the school has to remember and remind the parents for all the upcoming payments. With Kriyo, you can send all the bills at the time of admission itself, and Kriyo automatically sends reminders closer to the due date. Now, you don't have to waste your time verifying UPI screenshots or bank statements anymore. Kriyo automates the entire process, and the best part is there is no additional cost to the school. Even for parents, there are no convenience charges if parents pay through UPI or RuPay debit cards. Kriyo automatically reminds parents for all the upcoming dues, and parents can pay from the parent app itself and you get instantly notified. We can link your bank account so that the amount gets directly credited to your bank account. And once the payment is done, parents can instantly download digital fee receipts with your school logo and your company or trust name. I'm showing the mobile version here. You can do all these from the laptop as well. Click on the Fee Invoices option. Here you can see all the existing invoices, their payment status, due dates, amount, child name, etc. At the top, there is also a summary of the overall amount you're supposed to collect for this program, how much is paid, how much is due, etc. You can also search by the name of the student or filter by a specific payment status or sort by child name, due date, etc. Now let's see how to send a new fee invoice. Click on the plus button at the bottom right corner. You can select one or more students from the class and send the fee bills in one go, but one parent cannot see the details sent to the other parents. It's all private to each of them. You can select the payment gateway option here so that parents can pay from the app and you will get the amount directly credited to your bank account. If you don't see any payment gateway option here, it means your bank account is not yet linked to the app. Message us from the chat option in the bottom right corner of the home page and we'll help you to set it up. Once the payment gateway is integrated, parents can directly pay from the app. You will be instantly notified and amount will be credited to your bank account. Automatically, fee receipts are also generated with your school logo and the payment reports are updated. Isn't it such a relief? Now let's enter the invoice details. If it's a one-off payment like registration fee, you can directly select the details here, enter the amount and click on send. Here we give some options by default. If you want to customize, click on the plus button and add more options. You can enter the amount and the due date and click on send. But if it's a recurring payment, then you can use the fee templates option so that you don't have to type the same thing again and again for every child. Click on the fee templates option here. It will show all the templates that you have already created. You can create as many templates as you want with the names that are easy for you to recognize. It's not visible to the parents. You can refer to the video on fee template creation for more details. First, let's see how it will help you to reduce your work. Select the required template. For example, kindergarten 2 terms. You can make any changes to the amount, due date if required before sending. Each block here will be sent as a separate invoice with the respective due dates. You can either mention the overall amount like this or give a breakup like this. It's totally up to you. And click on send. Instantly, the parents of all the students that you have selected will receive a notification on the parent app and they can view all the details in the payment section of the Kriyo parent app. You can also see the same here in the school app. This not only saves your typing time but also eliminates the need to manually remind the parents because app will start reminding the parents automatically closer to the due date. Now let's see how the experience will be for the parents. Once I sent the invoice from the school app, parents get a notification like this. I have received 2 notifications because the school has sent 2 invoices. Now the parent can click on any of these invoices and then come into the parent app onto the payment section. Here the parent can see all the invoices that they have paid and upcoming due, etc. They can click on any invoice that is due. Here they can see the details and click on the pay button. Once they click on the pay button, Give them options to select different payment methods. They can pay by UPI, net banking, credit card, debit cards, etc. Once the payment is done, the school will be instantly notified and the status will change from due to paid, and the parent can also download the fee receipt instantly by clicking on the download option here. The fee receipt will have your school logo and the trust or organization name. You can update this information in the school profile section. You can manage both online and offline payments in the same Kriyo app. When parents pay through the app, everything is automated. In case if parents pay offline via cash or check, you don't have to maintain a separate system for that. Click on any invoice that is due. Here you have the options to edit or delete an invoice. You can also send additional reminders manually. And if the parent has paid offline, click on mark as paid option. Here you can choose in what mode they have made the payment. If it's cash, just select the cash option. If it is a check, for example, then you may want to note down the check reference number and select subject to clearance, because we don't know whether the check will pass through or bounce. And you can also select who has paid and who has collected it in the school, which teacher. You can give a receipt number if you want, but app generates an automated receipt number as well, and click on save. Once the check passes through, you can come back here and change it to encashed status and click on save. Only then the invoice status will turn from due to paid. Until then it will be in pending status. In case if any parent requests for partial payment, say they don't have the entire amount to pay at the moment, you can also accept part payments. This option is available only in the school app, so that you can take a decision. When the parents are making the payment from the parent app, part payments are not allowed. So the moment you click on save, the invoice status will change to paid, and as usual, parent can download the fee receipt with your school logo and trust or organization name, and you can also download a copy of it. In the fee summary, you might have noticed a variety of payment statuses. Let me explain what each of the status means. Paid is paid, due is due, self-explanatory. Clearance is in case if the parent has paid through check and it is still subject to clearance, then that amount will be shown under clearance section. If the parent has paid only part of the invoice amount, then the amount that they have paid will be shown under partially, and the remaining amount will be included in the due section. If the parent has paid offline and use the mark as paid option in the parent tab to inform it to you, then it comes to you for approval. If it's not yet approved by you, then it will be under pending status. If you have rejected saying you haven't received the amount, then it will be under rejected status. If you have refunded any invoice, then the amount will reflect under the refunded section. In case you have refunded the fee amount to any parent, click on the invoice. Here you have an option to cancel the invoice or refund. Here you can select the mode by which you have refunded the amount, add a reference number if applicable, and mention who has collected this refund amount and what is the reason for refund, and click on save. This amount will immediately start reflecting under the refunded category of the summary, and the status of the invoice also will change from paid to refunded.
Have a question or need help? We're just a click away. Please click on the green color chat button at the bottom right corner. Here you can find detailed FAQs on various topics like enquiries management, fee collection, how to create student profiles, how to give access to teachers and parents, and a lot of that. Here you have simple videos and easy to follow steps with screenshots. Could not find an answer? You can chat with us directly from the app, and we're happy to help.